All right, let's get to coloring some skulls, everybody. This is a liver of sulfur solution on the right and some baking soda and water on the left. Just a little bit of time in that liver of sulfur. We got this nice, cool, bronzy color. Well, look at that, everybody. We got ads on my live. That's cool. Haven't seen that before. I'll leave this one for just a little bit longer and let it sit. Can you call it a video if it's live? I wonder about that. Let's get a little more color on this one. Yeah, Steven, you sure can have a skull. You can contact Pawn Man, and he'll give you instructions on what you need to do in order to have a skull of your very own. Triple 9 fine silver. Every single skull is 2 ounces of triple 9 fine silver. You guys probably want to see this here. And I'll finish these up with stamps on the back of the material and the weight, and then hit them with a little bit of like an emery board for fingernails, and that'll take off some of the rough spots and the high spots. So some of the silver will shine through, and some of the color will stay. No, I use Delft clay, and I make a mold from a master, and then I pour molten silver into the mold. That precious metal clay is an interesting concept. I've seen a couple of jewelers use it here on TikTok, actually, but I've never actually used it myself. There we go. We'll do a couple that are 24 karat rose, 24 karat gold plated, and I think I have some rose gold that we can plate. Do those in a few. I thought I brought the rose or the 24 karat down. Maybe I just have the rose gold. Thank you for the follows, everybody. Getting close to 10,000, so it's pretty exciting. Nope, not made in China. Made right here in the US of A. Indiana, to be exact. What are they used for? Bragging, showing off your wealth. They're collectibles. Same as these silver bars that I pour. Hello, Spain. Or these cursed Aztec coins. The skulls I don't sell, unfortunately. These are made for a client. But my going rate is $37 an ounce for poured silver. Alright, I think our liver of sulfur is cooling down because we got kind of a very boring pewter look on this one. Hey Kentucky, how you doing? So I'm going to hit them with just a little bit of heat from just a little propane torch. Just to warm them up just a little bit. That's a little better. We got some more rainbow colors there. Hey Texas, things are going pretty well. let's put away the stinky solutions. And let's get out the rose gold. Hello, Florida. Silver skulls, that's right. Hey, Ninja, how's it going? Saw you joined. Silver plata, that's right. Plata pura. So next step, we're gonna have a little bit of fun with electroplating. Vault Coin Shop, how's it going, buddy? Alright, let me get this all set up. 1 second, everybody. So I'm gonna hook up my electroplate system here, and we're gonna make rose gold colored sugar skulls. I need to get 4 volts set on this, so give me 1 sec. Let's do 6. This has 4 to 6. So the system that I'm using here comes with this little AC adapter, and so you just kind of put this little key in there and turn it to whatever voltage you need. And so we're going to go with 6 volts because it says 4 to 8. So I'm going to try that and see how that goes. Glad to hear it, Volt. Glad to hear it. Set those up there. Plug that in. Now, I really should microwave this solution for 30 seconds ahead of time, but I'm kind of impatient. And as long as it's not cold, it should be fine. It should work. Might just take a moment longer. Alright, so in it goes. Submerge it all the way, submit our anode. Got a little bit there. You give it some more time. It's crazy, it doesn't really look like it's doing a whole lot when it's sitting in there, not compared to my other kit, but it sure is plating. You see the difference between these two skulls. This one is plated rose gold and this one's not. What are sugar skulls? So sugar skulls are offerings for Day of the Dead. In Mexico, it's a big part of the culture. These particular sugar skulls are made from 999 fine silver. I cast them here in Indiana. Color them and plate them to kind of give them a festive look, because if you look at traditional Mexican sugar skulls, there's lots of bright colors, flowers, decorations, all kinds of cool things. So I'm trying to bring a little bit of that to my sugar skulls. They generally represent loved ones that have passed. At least that's how it was in my family. Very old tradition, predates the Spaniards. pretty crazy. The last time I plated with my old kit, there was all kinds of bubbles. It looked like everything was boiling. This time, not so much. It's really hard not to burn the gold. Or I would imagine it would be hard. Obviously, I haven't done enough plating with this kit yet. It is definitely starting to get warm though. Ooh. Sorry about that. These skulls are generally around $90, $95, but I don't sell them directly. You have to buy them from the distributor. Pawn Man, he's on TikTok, he's on Instagram, has a Discord where you can buy a lot of different products, including my skulls and some of his branded bullion that I make. Rose gold plate, not copper. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go grab the emery board so we can start putting some of the final touches on these, and then we'll do some stamping. All right, thanks for sticking around, everybody. Let's go ahead and finish this up. Let me disconnect the electrodes. So I see we got some questions. These are made from 999 Fine Silver. I don't sell them directly, but you can buy them by contacting Pawn Man here on TikTok and on Instagram. That's PAWNMAN. So we're just going to take this little emery board thing. I'm going to use the roughest one, which is side one. Just give it a couple of quick taps. And we are looking to take off a lot of the color, except for in the big detail areas like the cross, the eyes, and the teeth. Those are the pretty spots. And then I'm going to hit the back with the emery board as well. Solid silver, that's right. Make the molds and pour the silver right here. Actually, right over there. This one's going to be interesting. It didn't take on a lot of color, but it did turn a different color than the original silver. So let's see how this works. It's pretty cool. It's very monochrome, very black and white. There is such a thing as gold and silver mix. It looks a lot like silver. It could look very pale yellow. Coins used to be made out of a gold and silver mix. Daniel, how's it going? Going pretty well over here. Just finishing up some of these Pawn Man skulls. Oh, thank you. Yes, the new workspace in general, not just the benches, is amazing. It's going to make things so much easier for me. It already has, honestly, like not just the weather part of it. The new bench, I was able to pour all these sugar skulls in a matter of like 2-3 days. No, these won't be rings. These are just collectibles. It would be kind of cool to add that onto a ring, though. I mean, that'd be a huge ring, but yeah. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. This batch is probably about the 5th or 6th. No, I take that back. Probably about the 8th to 10th order that Pawn Man has made for sugar skulls. And I've probably made close to 200 or 300 of these. And this final iteration, these that are gold plated, are easily my favorites. They're amazing in person. You see the gold, you see the silver, but it's very subtle. I believe these are around $90, maybe a little bit more. You'd have to ask Pawn Man directly. When I sold them, that's how much they were sold for. And that was before I was even doing the gold plating. You got some cool colors, but nothing like the gold. I could gold plate a W quarter, yeah. It would be considered post-mint damage, though. I know for some people they don't care, but just gotta throw that out there. Yeah, pretty much anything that's got a mirror finish or a shiny finish can be plated, or should be plated, I should say. You could plate something with a matte finish, but it won't look good. Thank you, Journey to Justice. Sometimes they cooperate, sometimes they don't. These skulls they've been a journey, learning how to make them and duplicate them and make sure they look right every time. I still can't get them 100%, but that's okay. That's what makes them unique hand pours. I don't want to do too much polishing on that one. That one's really pretty. Like a bail, in theory, yes, it could be done. I couldn't do it. I don't do a lot of pendants. I don't do any pendants. So I'm not sure what requirements would need to be there for the bail to be secure, but a good jeweler should definitely be able to. Yeah, these are all sand pours. Yep. Open back sand pours. You can't buy direct from me. Sorry, that's part of our arrangement. You have to buy through Pawn Man. It's beautiful. Love the blue ones. Genie has arrived, everybody. Sanding blocks are awesome, aren't they? I love this thing. I've had this for so long and it still does the job. Oh, thank you for that, Daniel. That's one of my favorites right there. Whenever I get the blues and the purples that come out, I love those. Bear, how's it going, buddy? Nice. It's going well. It's going really well. It's been a great day. Yeah, I'll show you the rows here in a sec. Definitely. Yeah, I could do semi-precious gems in the eyes for custom order. That should be no problem. But again, you'd have to go through Pawn Man. Let him know that you want to order one with semi-precious gems. He'll contact me. I'll make it and ship it out. If you wanted something different, because like I said, I can't do those direct. I do 5-ounce sugar skulls that are just as cool. Let's see. Somebody wanted to see the rose gold, right? So that one there is rose gold. It's kind of hard to see with that light. Let me see if I can, if that helps. There we go. That shows the color a little bit better, I think. For some reason, the lights here just kind of wash everything out. Yeah, that's a good one. All right, so I got to do some stamping, so that part might get a little boring. I apologize, but it's all part of it. Yeah, rubies in the eyes would be pretty awesome. That's true. right, so that's what I'm doing here. 2-ounce Troy, 999 fine silver. I love the new desk. I probably shouldn't have put the arbor press so far back just because it limits how close I can get to it. But other than that little complaint, I think it's awesome. I definitely do need to invest in some new stamps, so that way I can stamp the 2-ounce Troy, just one stamp, instead of this 3-step process I've got, or 4-step process. I got a few stamped. I'll continue with the stamping later because I know that's not going to make for thrilling live to watch. So let's see. One-sided skeleton keys, that'd be awesome. I got into this just by trial and error and research. It's something I wanted to do, so I looked up how it's done, and little by little I just started making stuff. Yeah, that arbor press is back there, isn't it? I wanted a lot of real estate up here in the front for doing stuff. And when I'm making rings, it doesn't matter because I'm standing. But when I sit to do the stamping, that's when I really need it up here. And it's bolted down, so it's not going anywhere. The whole desk is bolted down too. I made sure of that. Yep, coin rings. That's what I do. Let's see here. Let's melt something. It's always a fan favorite. And y'all can see the really awesome setup that I have now. Ninja, I remember you wanted to see an R2-D2 get made a while back. You still want to see that? Put it on a slide. That wouldn't be very stable. The rails would make it kind of defeat the purpose. So, what do you think, Ninja? Got it. So to prep for this, we got to make our molds. So we're gonna actually have to come back over here, and I need to modify this just a little bit. Okay. We got to put just the smallest little hole in the back for our screw to fit into. I'm pretty sure this is the one I used before. be really careful not to go too deep because obviously I don't want to. Okay, that's perfect. We just need just a little tiny hole in order to get that screw in there. We don't want to thread it any more than finger tight. I can't wait, man. When I got this package, I sat there and was in disbelief for at least a half an hour. Keep in mind, I paid, I don't know, $10, $20 for this, for one push mold. And you and your wife hooked me up with that. I mean, obviously you know what you did, but everybody else, these are all push molds that we get to now play with, thanks to Ninja. All right, so we got that part ready. We need to jump back over here real quick to get the mold ready. This is used casting sand or casting clay, depending on where you buy it and who you ask. So I'm taking out all the charred pieces, trying to leave as much untouched as possible because it's, as long as it's not charred and doesn't have baby powder on it, it's still usable. All right, so that's good enough for now. Twice as many, holy crap. It's a good thing I just ordered 70 ounces of silver. A good chunk of that's gonna go to Pond Man stuff, but that leaves us at least 20 ounces to play with. Okay, we get a little bit of sand and compress it down. And I'm just using a lid from I think it's a pickle jar or a candle, I don't remember. But very simple, very basic. We head back over to the arbor press. And we'll remove the screw, obviously, because we need this arbor press to make contact. And we just press and press and press. And you gotta squish the sand that's getting displaced back into position. I don't think you guys could have planned this any better. The back of R2-D2 gives me just enough space for the foot of the arbor press. All right, so now that he's all pressed in there, just give the screw a couple of little twists until it grabs and pulls straight up. And we gotta do it again because I messed that up. Let me scoop this out one more time. I did kind of forget an important part. R2 needs baby powder as well. So let me powder him up. Oh yeah. We're making a 999 fine silver R2. Assuming everything works. Not every mold works well, and not every design works, but I'm pretty confident. This looks like it's going to be a good one. This is the first one that we'll ever do, so you guys are all getting to see something for the first time. So I could feel like empty spots here, and that's what happened the first time is I didn't push down enough around those legs. There's got to be a lot of good compression. There we go. Let's try this one more time. So, I think this is going to be a no-go, guys. I think the legs on this R2 mold, they capture too much of the sand. I'll continue to play with this and see if I can't figure out a way to press this and cast it right. But I think we're going to try a different design tonight. I want to at least get something cast. But yeah, what's happening is right in there. Right in there, it's like pinching everything. Yeah, I did powder the legs. I powdered the whole thing. It's a matter of the sand compress or expanding in between the legs and getting pinched. Yeah, let's try a Mando. All right, got some more clay or sand. Got some powder on there. All right, we got a couple of options that I think will work really well. The Mandalorian, of course, that looks like it's going to work. But it's going to be a big pour. This is the other option. That'd probably be about a 2 ouncer. This is probably going to be closer to 5 ounces. I don't think... I don't think this will be a problem. But yeah, it's going to be a big pour. This one I'm fairly certain we can get done pretty quickly, pretty easily. Let me check and see the silver that I've got handy. Okay. So I think we're going to do this one. Yeah, I'm only going to go about halfway on this one. And I think we're still going to use up all the silver that I've got there. Texas Star would be cool. Talk to Ninja. Once I get my silver shot in, we'll do a Mando for sure. I'll have, obviously extra silver to play with, but at this point I've only got like 3 large buttons. All right. Go. looking good. Putting quite a bit of pressure and it's not displacing a lot, which is good. I'm thinking that means the design is in there nice and firm. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Look at that. That's gonna be sick. No, the Boba Fett pour is gonna have to wait. It's a lot of silver. I've got this much to play with until everything comes in without melting down some other stuff that's already made. So we're just gonna go this route. I'm pretty sure, I'm fairly confident that's gonna fill with this large chunk of silver, and I'm pretty sure that's gonna be like 2.5, almost 3 ounces. So let me get it heating. Another cool part about my I don't know how many mod spots I have left. Why aren't you a mod anymore, Savage? 2.0. Gotcha. I agree, Savage. Look at that. That button must have been about 3 ounces. So that pour we just did is probably around 2 ounces. Let's see how it came out. Oh man. That's cool. Dude. Have I heard of leaving the torch on the back for ripples? What? What are you talking about? I don't leave the torch on the back for the sand cast because it doesn't turn out the same way. If I had left the torch on the back here, it wouldn't have rippled. Yeah, and that black stuff in there, that's just the sand. That's going to come out real easy. It's all going to get tossed into a tumbler, the whole thing. And it's going to come out super, super shiny, polished. It's going to look awesome. Ninja, you outdid yourself, dude. This is going to be one really cool cast if I can. So I need to get them to 2 ounces, which isn't going to be a problem. As long as I can do a consistent 2 ounces, that's going to be cool. The ripple bars only work in graphite. That's right. Yep. This is from Mandalorian. Well, Star Wars, I guess, but... There we go. Mark the sides. I wouldn't even need to do all that. It's a matter of just me weighing out the silver ahead of time before I melt it. That was just my bad. Well, not even my bad. I started with one of these odd shaped balls, so there's no way to really know how much it's going to weigh, how much it's going to pour. I just wanted to be like overweight, you know? All right, well, let me double check the Star David, because this might just end up being something to melt. Pawn Man wants 25 of these, but I need them to be exactly 1 ounce, so let's see how close I got. 1.2. I'm going to let it ride. I'm going to let him have an extra little bit of silver there. You know, these come from my jeweler locally. He buys them from one of his clients, and they've been tested several times, myself included. They come back as 999 fine silver. The weirdest thing, though, I don't know what this guy, why he insists on pouring them into these little half-round molds. It would make my life so much easier if he would just pour them into a bucket of cold water and make shot. But this is how he makes them. This is how he sells them to the jeweler. Let's do a quick little test here and see how pure they are. All right, so we got 999 coming in right in the middle. Dead center. I wonder if these are even 49s. Hang on a sec. Holy crap. They're testing as 49s pure silver, which is incredibly pure. The shape of this guy is going to make it almost impossible to test him. Let me see. Let me try to get a flat spot with my file. Yeah, or even 2 ounce bars, but I mean, for sure, I know the guy is like figuring why bother if this jeweler is going to buy him in that shape. I mean, I'm sure that's easiest for him. Interesting. There we go. Yeah, that shape makes it really hard to test, but it's at least coming in at 999 fine silver, so we're good. That's the bare minimum I want to shoot for. All right, everybody. I am going to call it a night. It's been a long day. Awesome, fun, long day. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in any of Ninja's pours, I'm going to make a few more. I don't know if I'm going to color them right away. I'm going to do a few that are just plain and throw them on the website and see what happens. If anybody's not been on my page for the last few days, I do have a new website up. Just launched this weekend. It's navarrorings.net. It's got a lot of the frequently bought coin rings, some silver art pieces. Let's see. What else do we got? This big ass 925 bar is on there if anybody's interested. 316 grams of 925. I had some silverware laying around, so you want one antique and bluish, you got it. I'll get that done. I don't think he's up there yet, but he's gonna be. 103 grams on this guy. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the logo is, it's fairly new, but it's going on all my bars. This one's 999 instead of 925. And then once we hit 10K, keep an eye out because we're going to do a giveaway. This is 925. This isn't 999, but this is going to get given away. Awesome, Ninja. I appreciate it, man. And you know what? Seriously, like, I know you're going to say no. Don't worry about this one. It's on me. I'll have it sent out to you. It's the least I could do for all the cool molds and all the support. So I'll get it polished. I'll get it blued and have it sent out to you. You better not, dude. Not for this one, at least. For real. We'll end up going back and forth until somebody finally gives. Not that hard, man. I work, but I don't work that hard. I couldn't do half of these pours without the support that I've already gotten from you, and then also these new molds. Like, come on. Use it to use the money to buy more resin or something if you don't want to pocket it. Take the wife out to a nice dinner or something. All right, folks. I'm gonna call it for the night. I appreciate you all. Have a good night. Ninja, we'll talk soon. Thanks again. That works, man. Thanks a lot.